Hi, kids. Welcome to today's unit of inquiry lesson. This week is the final week of our current unit. So, say goodbye to this unit and welcome a new unit next week. But we have one important thing to learn about this week, something called budgeting. Never heard of that term? Probably not. Okay, now to understand that what is budgeting, we need to know what is a budgie. So, in today's lesson, you guys are going to be doing a budgie journal. A budgie, yes, it's a type of bird, okay? Now, part of the lesson is you're going to be choosing a good budgie. To know a little bit more about budgies and what they are, I'm going to show you a little video which shows how truly amazing the budgie is.
Come on over. Come on out.
Having captured his owner's attention, he can practice another skill.
It's not easy being green.
It's not easy being green. It's not easy being green.
Isn't that amazing? The budgie can mimic, that means to copy, her owner. It's incredible. Hang on, I think somebody's calling me. Hello, Mr. Lawler. Are you doing that lesson on budgeting? Yes, Mrs. Hazel. I'm doing that lesson on budgeting. I thought she said budgeting last week. It's budgeting. Yes, Mrs. Hazel, I'll just finish that lesson on budgeting. Oh my God. Okay, children, looks like I've made a mistake. I misunderstood the word budget for budgie. Ooh. Okay, let me get this lesson back on track, okay? So, let's start again. What is a budget? That's the lesson. Okay, so a budget. We're going to be looking at what a budget is so we understand what is budgeting, not budgeting. Now, have a look at this image here, and you will see the word budget on the top. And then you see the different things which are below the title. Number 1, a house. Number 2, a car. Number 3, insurance. That's segurança. Number 4, education. Number 5, a vacation. Now, those terms, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with them, okay? Most of you, or all of you, I think, you have a house, correct? Yes. You also have a car, or maybe 2. Yes? Okay. Insurance. Ask mom and dad, I'm sure you have. Number 4, an education. You have a nice school, don't you, with lovely teachers? Yes, you do. Vacation. You go on vacation sometimes, don't you, kids? Lots of times. Yes, I know you do. You're always traveling to amazing places. Now, of course, somebody's got to pay for that. And whoever's paying for that, probably mom and dad, they've got to make a budget, okay? They've got to think, okay, so how much are we going to spend on? We've got this amount of money. How much are we going to spend on our house? How much are we going to spend on our car? How much should we spend on education? So they need to budget, okay? They need to make a budget. This is called budgeting, okay? When you're thinking about the money that you're going to spend, okay? So here is a definition of what is budgeting. Oh, those birds are there again. Get out of here. If Mrs. Hazel sees you, she'll kill me. Get out. So budgeting is to organize your money so that you can pay for or buy the things you need and want, okay? So for example, you need a house, correct? You want a vacation, okay? So it helps you to organize your money so you can do those things. A simpler definition is to plan how to spend money. So there's 2 definitions for budgeting. Now, if you think back a couple of weeks ago, you guys started you started an activity in which you suggested doing jobs so that your parents would give you some pocket money. Pocket money for kids, yes or no? And most of you said yes. Now, we took the example I gave you was my son João. He earns 25 a week. If you multiply 25 by 4 weeks, so I think we've been doing this activity 3 weeks, but let's say we've done it 4 weeks, okay? Do the math, do the calculation, okay? 25 times 4 is, yep, it's 100 reais. Now, if you have 100 reais, it's a significant amount of money. And it's amount of money you could do something very interesting with. I would like to do a picnic for my friends. I'm going to organize a picnic for your friends, for my friends, okay? Now, my colleagues, I miss them so much. I haven't seen them in the flesh, for flesh is their body. I haven't seen them for many weeks. And when we go back to school, I'm going to organize a picnic for my friends, okay? With my 100 reais. Now, how am I going to organize this picnic? I'm going to buy everything online. I'm going to use the Pão de Açúcar website. So I went to the pãodeaçucar.com website and I started thinking about what would I like in my picnic. Now, I love chocolate. I've got to have chocolate. And because I'm quite a cheeky guy, I like some of the best chocolate, okay? So I've gone for Lindt chocolate. And I know Miss Bellotto, she's got expensive taste, and so has, I know Mr. Durant loves his sweets. And Mr. Noga and Miss Giordano, I'm sure, also love it. So, first thing, chocolate. 20.99. Remember, I've only got 100. Of course, for my picnic, I need a juice. Suco de uva, grape juice, okay? 1.5 liters. I need to make sure I have enough for everybody. Biscuits. 400 grams of Princesa biscuits. All types, so everyone will be happy, I hope. Now, I can't just have sweet things. I need to organize my picnic to have something savory, okay? So I thought for the savory thing, we could make some ham and cheese sandwiches. How exciting, huh? So I need pão de forma, sliced bread, 6.49. I need queijo mozzarella cheese, 7.99. I need presunto. I need ham, cooked ham, presunto cozido. I need tomate italiano. I like tomatoes in my ham and cheese sandwich. I also love mustard, Dijon mustard, all the way from France. Or maybe not this one. 10.50. Now, my picnic, I know somebody's going to say, I don't like grape juice, so I'm going to buy an água de coco as well, okay? I'm going to buy coconut water. Now, I have encountered a problem. How much did Mr. Lawler spend on food? Clue, it was more than 100. Now, you guys are going to help me to calculate that value in a moment. I'm going to explain how. Children, I've got more bad news. Not only did I spend more than 100, but it is actually worse than that. I forgot to buy. Let me just move myself. For a picnic, I'm going to need some plastic cups, plastic plates. Oh no! I've already spent 100 and now I've got to spend more money. So I went to the Pão de Açúcar website again, had a look at prato plástico, plastic plates, and I couldn't find any. You can see it's indisponível, it's unavailable. So I had to go to extra.com.br and I found my plates for $9.90. Quite expensive. Now, back to Pão de Açúcar, I got my plastic cups, $17.75. Oh my God, everything's so expensive. Of course, I'm going to need some guardanapo napkins. And children, what is a picnic in this time without the very important alcohol gel? What's a picnic without alcohol gel, I ask you. Now, I've got some problems, kids. I've overspent on my picnic, so let's go and see what I can do. You guys are going to help me, okay? So if I go to this activity here, now you're going to see this linked on the lesson plan for today, okay? It's called Budgeting Activity, Adding Totals and Making Suggestions. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to, okay, let me just explain first. Budgeting table, use a calculator for this, okay? That's why I've put a little picture of a calculator. Now, what you must do is the following. You're going to add up the value of all my food items. So you see, chocolate, 20.99, água de coco, biscuits, sliced bread, queijo mozzarella, blah blah blah. Okay, all the stuff that I'm buying for my. Add up all of these things here, okay, using your calculator, and write the total food total in here. Now, the other things that I bought, I'm going to call them miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is just a big word for different things, okay? The other things: plastic plates, plastic cups, napkins, alcohol gel. Add up the total for that, for these items here, add it up here using the calculator. And then put in your food total here, miscellaneous total here, and add them both up to see how much Mr. Lawler has spent. It's going to be much more than 100 reais. Now, this is where I need your help. You must help me, or else the picnic can't happen. How can Mr. Lawler reduce his spending? So how can I get my money down? Now, you may say, I've given you an example. Look, example. He could use plates from his house so he doesn't have to buy plastic ones. That's a good idea. So I can take away the plastic plates, okay? You may have ideas such as, oh, Mr. Lawler, you don't need to spend so much on your chocolate. You could blah, 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 buy a less expensive chocolate. Okay, so you're going to give me ideas like that. The second activity, the amazing activity is, it says make a shopping list using the items he wants, but also removing some of the items so that he spends less than 100 reais. So you're going to put in the items here that you think I need to have, okay? And I want you guys to make a total which is less than 100 reais. Remember, I've just got 100. So you need to help me by have enough things for a picnic so I can have my picnic but not spend more than 100 reais, okay? Right, kids, that's today's unit of inquiry lesson finished. So thank you for your attention and enjoy the lesson and help me, please, or else there'll be no picnic when we get back to school. Oh, my colleagues will be so sad if we don't have the picnic. Thank you.